I'm O.W. Root, and this is Pleasant Peninsula. It's a cool -2 degrees this Sunday morning. Not wind chill, actual temperatures. If you look at Twitter or X, or Instagram or Facebook or the news, you'd think that the South is about to fall into the earth. Everyone's about to die because they're going to get snow for the first time ever. Maybe not the first time ever. They get snow, but not that much. And it is the snowpocalypse for them. 5 inches of snow is going to shut down their entire lives. It's easy for us Northerners to sort of make fun of that, to sort of laugh at that. Me sitting out here, -2 degrees, yeah, it is a little funny. But the truth is they don't have the infrastructure. They don't have the plows. These places, they don't have the plows because they don't need the plows generally. They don't have the skills either. You know, people there don't know how to drive in snow or ice. And again, we take that for granted because everybody who takes driver's ed in Michigan knows how to drive in snow and ice. Maybe not well, but they're familiar with it. For them, they don't know how to do it. They don't even have the right coats and gloves and hats and scarves. Some of them don't even have snow shovels. Again, that sounds insane for us. How can you not have a snow shovel? But if you don't really need a snow shovel, if you don't get more than 1 inch of snow at a time, why are you going to have a snow shovel? Why would you spend $50 or $30 or $20 or whatever on something you never use? So they don't have the ability to do it. They don't have the skills. They don't have the technology to survive in the snow. So it is funny for us because we live in the tundra, hearing them freak out, but it is actually a serious thing, of course, because when you're not prepared for winter, it can be seriously, or when you're not prepared for true cold or ice and snow, real substantial amounts of ice and snow, it can be actually dangerous. And it's not a joke. And it gets to a deeper question. You know, there's a question, what will kill you quicker? What will kill you? What's more deadly, basically? Extreme heat or extreme cold? And, you know, you can see the logic to the argument that extreme heat is deadly. Because if you're stuck out in the middle of the desert, yeah, that's deadly without a doubt. I mean, 100-degree desert, like New Mexico stuff. Yeah, you're not going to make it that long. But you're going to make it longer than if you're stuck out in frigid temperatures, like -5-degree temperature. If you're stuck out in -5-degree temps without a coat, I mean, really, without a coat, without a hat, without gloves, you're going to freeze to death fairly quickly. You will die. And that's not debatable. And even what we see in the South, you know, people crash when they're driving in the snow and the ice. I mean, electricity goes down. I mean, everything can sort of collapse. That happens with extreme cold and snow and ice, the precipitation from the cold, but it doesn't happen in the summer. Because the Southerner might counter this and say, yeah, we'll just wait until the North gets 100-degree temperatures. Well, the North does get 100-degree temperatures at times, and society doesn't break down. People are just kind of annoyed. They're hot, but people don't crash their cars. The electrical grid doesn't go down. Yeah, you could say, yeah, well, some older people might pass away from because lack of air conditioning. That's true, but it's a smaller number, and it's less societal-wide chaos than what you see in the South when snow happens. And that is not to mock the Southerners, but it is to somewhat settle the debate or the question, what is more deadly or what is harder to survive in? Extreme heat or extreme cold? It's extreme cold. It'll kill you much quicker. I've been to the future. It's glorious. It's clean. It's orderly. The sidewalks are heated in the middle of January. I've got a video to show you. Let's roll that.
In Holland, the future is here. The sidewalks are heated. The streets are heated. You can walk downtown in the middle of a snowstorm and watch the flakes falling from the sky high above. And they may fall and fall. They'll collect on the branches and the bushes and the grass. But once they hit the sidewalk, they just vanish. It's not magic. It's the snowmelt system, and it's the largest one in the United States. Using waste heat from power generation near downtown, the water is heated and pumped through more than 100 miles of tubing under the city. They're able to melt 1 inch of snow per hour, 20-degree temperatures. The winter is an antisocial time for many. It's hard to get out, so many don't. But the heated sidewalks are a pro-social invention. Older people can get out safely. Young families can push their strollers easily. More people can get out and about without the slush and the salt. The future is here, and it's in Holland.
It's unbelievable, isn't it? It's an incredible thing to see all those people out, families, older people, singles, couples. That was on a Wednesday morning in the middle of January. And imagine it on a Friday night, Saturday night. It's an incredible system, the largest one in the United States of America. And the result is incredible, but the story is incredible as well. Back in the late 1980s, the shopping mall was basically at its zenith, absolute pinnacle. And with the shopping mall came the destruction of downtowns. This is just what happened. And of course, it's ironic that shopping mall did destroy many downtowns, but the shopping mall is all but dead today, generally, or at least compared to what it was. But back in the late 1980s, in the face of this, Holland as a city decided that they didn't want to have their downtown killed by the shopping mall. And they tried to figure out a way, they set out about finding a way to make their downtown as attractive as a shopping mall and to make it essentially a year-round place. And Edgar Prince, a local industrialist, had an incredible idea. He said, what if they heated the sidewalks and heated the streets? And with this idea and his $250,000 donation, that's what they did. They heated all the streets and all the sidewalks. This revolutionary idea from Prince saved the downtown. Truly. If you go there today, there's almost no empty business rentals. It's all full. It's happening. You can tell when there's an alive downtown. People are in the stores. People are walking around. People are enjoying it. It is alive. They made that downtown, their downtown area, with the snowmelt system, just as pleasant to walk around and be in and shop around as a shopping mall would. And they avoided the fate of having their downtown killed by the shopping mall. And it's an incredible result, and that story is incredible, and there's an incredible lesson in it as well. Prince saw a problem, and he solved it. And he had a brilliant idea to solve it, a very forward-thinking idea to solve it. And that kind of ingenuity, that kind of, we've got a problem, how do we solve it? How do we make the future ours rather than let the future happen to us, is exactly what makes the world better. It makes our places better. It makes our lives better. Now, I've been around all over Michigan, and I've seen a lot of towns that didn't have that kind of foresight, that didn't have someone that kind of foresight. And they didn't seize their future. They let the future happen to them, and they were worse off because of it. And that lesson it's a go-getter lesson. It's a proactive lesson. It's a we can do it lesson. It's a we're going to do it and we're going to make the future ours lesson. It applies to countries, to peoples, to empires, to small towns in West Michigan, and to all of our lives as well. I mean, how many times can we stop in our lives and say, am I going to let the future happen to me, or I'm going to make the future the way I want it to be? A lot. And that's the lesson of the heated sidewalks. They're amazing. Foresight. It's a lesson to us about seizing our future, taking control, in making it what we want it to be. It's an inspiring lesson, an incredible thing. And it's something we should all think about. I'm O.W. Root from Michigan. Enjoy.